Did I make a good thumbnail? This is my sheep shirt. Look at this. I wore it just for this, even though no one can see it. For the past 365 days, I've been trying to keep up with this project inspired by Unus Annus. The main idea behind it being that I would record something every single day, or at least as many days as I could, because I can acknowledge that every single day is kind of insane. And then that, like, in the following year, so starting tomorrow, I would start posting videos that would either be just like those videos I recorded before, maybe a mishmash between like current ed and past ed, or if I failed to make a video for that day, then I'd just come up with something that seemed proper for it so that I could have one video every single day on the channel. It has been a very rough year. As it stands right now, I am still in a bit of a transitionary period from one place to the other, and I'm not even sure what the next place is going to be. I was supposed to move like weeks ago. Things are very chaotic right now, and I'm very stressed out, and I'm trying to get myself back to where I was for a little while, where I was on top of all of my habits that keep me healthy and out of my depression and out of like my stomach pain and chronic stuff. It's just hard to stay on top of it when life events really just love getting in the way of it. A lot of this has turned out to just be kind of like a mental health journey vlog, I guess you could say, just like me trying to progress. Cause, I try to put up a front that I am like mostly through the worst of my depression, but I mean, even I believed it, and it turns out that I still had a long way to go back then, and even now I still have a bit of a ways to go. Not as long as before, but still enough that it is very daunting to consider taking on this challenge that is going to be this channel that I want to make. But the thing is, one of the things that is important for my mental health that I have learned about is following through on commitments that I have made to myself. Ones that are important to me and, like, you know, some things that really mean something to me. And this definitely falls in that category. So while it still feels daunting and impossible, and I, like, barely finding the energy to get myself to work on things ahead of time like I really need to, I still want to do this. It's important to me to do this. It might be a bit of a bumpy ride. I might have to, like, make calls that I'm not happy with. I might barely post videos on time. I might not do as much editing as I would like. But if I am going to get better mentally, I need to learn to trust myself again. And one of those ways of trusting myself is to follow through on these commitments. So I know a lot of people are gonna be like, no, it's okay, you got lots of things going on, and oh my god, this past week has been like the literal worst. Like, not even just for me. But if I don't start doing these things, then I will never do them. And if I don't start trying to follow through, I'm never going to follow through. And if I don't follow through, I'm not going to be able to trust in my ability to follow through on things that are important to me. And there's a lot of things that are important to me. Like, there's the channel that I already feel like I failed on this channel, not my UNMDN channel, but this channel, because I failed to get a video done because, I mean, I just had, like, this massive surgery and a bunch of other things pop up, and, like, it's easy for me to kind of hand wave that and be like, well, you know, XYZ prevented me from doing it. But at the end of the day, I still didn't do it. I still failed. And that is the way that I feel about it and the way I think about it. And that is, therefore, the way that I need to kind of process that, you know? Like, so I am coming, like, right off the heels of a major failure and trying to succeed. But I also feel like the more I get into the ritual of this, the stronger I will get, the stronger I will get at, like, my willpower on overcoming these things, because willpower is a muscle, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. It is. It's one of the main things that I learned the past year. But as I get stronger with keeping up with this channel, then I'll have, then I'll get enough energy and hours of time that I can do to work on, like, this channel and on my game and all the other things that I really want to work on. Yeah, a lot of it is just like me talking about my life then versus my life now. And I mean, things never go in the way that you quite hope or expect, especially these days. Man, I don't even know how past me would feel if you knew that this was where I would end up. Probably not very surprised. Unum Diem is basically about taking everything one day at a time. And that is what I plan to do with the channel. It's just tackle it as well as I can with what I've got. And I guess the thing with mental health journeys is that everybody's just gonna look different depending on whatever things that they've been through. I know a lot of the people that have subscribed to this channel come from a fandom that is wrought with people who struggle with being on the spectrum or CPTSD or maladaptive daydreaming and all kinds of terms like that. If you want to see some nerd try and figure that sort of shit out, then this channel is absolutely for you. But relatively soon, I should also be landing myself in a much more secure place for me to, like, you know, bounce off of and do things. Like, when I move, I'm going to have my own room and a lot more time to be able to, like, relax and take care of myself, and just need to get there. Just need to get there. Oh. Sorry, I'm yawning because I'm really tired and I haven't had any food today because I have to go get some blood work done today, and I waited last minute to film this video, which is, you know, really says something about how this channel would potentially go. But yeah, if you guys would like to support me, there will be a linky thing right about now where you can click on it and see the channel that I'm talking about. And I hope to see you guys there, and I hope that you can learn something or at least enjoy the absolute chaos that is, like, my life. See you later, nerds.